Good afternoon, guys. It's Gabe Salinas here from Window Ninjas. You don't need a massive bank account to start a franchise. Today, I'm going to break down some of the cheapest franchise options out there, and more importantly, help you understand the real cost of getting started. You see, most people ask the wrong question. They ask, what's the cheapest franchise? The better question is this: what's the cheapest franchise that actually makes money? Because a low entry price doesn't matter if the business can't scale, if it can't produce cash flow, or can't support the owner. It's one of the things that people forget about the most is the actual owner, but I digress. Now, when people say cheap, they usually mean one of three things, okay? It's either low franchise fee, low startup costs, minimal overhead. But the smartest buyers look at total investment, time to profitability, and return on effort. Pay attention to that. And here's where the lowest cost franchises usually live. Service-based franchises, not restaurants, not retail, not brick and mortar. I'm talking about businesses like cleaning, home services, mobile operations. Those are the least expensive franchises that actually produce a lot of revenue. And you're probably asking why, okay? Why no expensive build outs? Why no massive payroll? Why no inventory sitting on shelves, right? Just those three things right there. Think about it: expensive build outs, payroll, inventory. Man, you're sitting on a lot of cash. That's why window cleaning, pressure washing, and exterior home services consistently show up as some of the most affordable franchise models. You see, in the window cleaning space specifically, you'll usually see the franchise fees are lower than food concepts. You're going to see that the startup costs are driven by truck, equipment, and marketing. And then you're also going to see that there's faster time to cash flow compared to a traditional franchise, right? You ain't got to go buy a bunch of salami and bread and try to make a bunch of sandwiches, man. Forget the cheese that you left out on the counter, right? That stuff's just going to waste, man, right? With what we do over at Window Ninjas, we don't have any of that mess, right? You can leave your bucket outside. Ain't gonna hurt nothing, right? But anyways, here's the key thing that most people miss. The real cost isn't the franchise fee. It's how quickly the business can produce revenue after it gets launched. A franchise that costs less up front but takes 2 years to break even is more expensive than a franchise that costs a little more but produces cash flow in month 3 or 4. That's why experienced franchise buyers don't chase cheap. They chase efficiency, right? I have spent years in the window cleaning industry. I've seen owner-operators start lean, scale smart, and build real income without massive debt. And I've also seen people buy cheap franchises that never get off the ground. Now, the difference isn't the price, it's the model, it's the support, it's the economics. So if you are asking right now, what's the cheapest franchise to start? Here's my honest answer. The cheapest franchise is the one that gives you the fastest path to profitability, gives you the cleanest systems, and the strongest demand in the market. So, if you're researching franchises right now, don't just look at the sticker price, man. Take the time to understand the total cost and how the business actually makes money. If you want more information, if you want more breakdowns like this from somebody who's actually built in this space, man, follow along. I'll keep giving you the real numbers. I'm not going to give you hype. What do you say? Keep shining.